Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. Bring out the cheese whiz and vodka. The curse of Borussia Road not hitting anything for premium format is finally broken, for they have hit over 21 cards. For choice restrictions, you can no longer run Ultima and any over trigger in the same deck. Guess you can't blame over triggers from now on when you lose to a Resol Turbo deck. Also being choice restricted are Finna and Potpourri, as well as Dantarian and the recently new Dark State card Arshada. Any hit on Bermuda Triangle always puts a smile on my face. But it will be even out by my sad face due to my BCS hot stamp Dantarian returning to being a $150 because of this new choice restriction. And for the first time ever, 3 cards are being choice restricted from each other. These cards are Purple Trapezist, Jumping Jill, and Flying Periton. Premium Pale Moon players suddenly became pale in the face. 4 cards being outright banned, we have Zazen, Tempest Sphere, Bendy, Tarot, Jamio Congo, Nuedio, Tanba, Zinc, Gastil Demonis, Visible Songster, and Troyes. As I mentioned in my bad reprints and revival selection video, they delayed the premium ban list for 1 week, just so they can sell the set to unsuspecting players. Maybe next time the 7 people who dislike that video will listen to reason. As a new ruling, rear guards with the ability to perform drive checks can no longer perform drive checks if they stand due to its effect, and standing them during the middle of their drive check will immediately stop any drive check being performed by that unit afterwards. In other words, there is just 16 crit overlord. What the fuck is a Blade Master? And Genesis players can finally go back to using thick thighs. We welcome back our cultured brethren. As I predicted in my previous film theory wannabe video, Mirai is blind. But it's confirmed that her team's name is called Daybreak. Why does it feel like a Gundam is falling from space? For the first episode of the 2nd season of Vanguard Overdress, we'll be having card games on airplanes. I can already see their game being interrupted when the pilot tells them to fasten their seatbelts. For episode 14, we'll be seeing Yu and Toya duking it out like in the season 2 trailer. We were promised that the show will now focus back on the card game aspect. Do not disappoint us, Borussia Road. Episode 15 seems like it won't have any card games. Episode 16 will be Danji vs Haruka. Episode 17 will be Danji vs Mirai. Episode 18 will be Megumi vs Shinobu. And episode 19 will be Yu vs Mirai. As to why they spoiled the matchups for every episode leads me to believe that they might actually pull through with said promise of the show going back to a card game focus anime. It's just too bad all of the cards they'll be using are already spoiled via the TCG's release, and therefore we won't be surprised by counterplays in the show. Speaking of card revealed for the TCG, Bavsagra's ride line were revealed for DSD06. Sealed Blaze Dragon Ahinsa is your typical D-series starter. Why is this deck giving me bluish flame vibes? Sealed Blaze Dragon Namorcar when placed on Vanguard over Ahinsa lets you pay 1 Soul Blast to add either Pre-Thievy or Swayanba from your deck. And while on rear guard, it gets 2k power when it attacks a dragon that fetches you a sword or shield. This deck is really calling to me. Sealed Blaze Dragon Halibardra when placed on Vanguard over Namorcar to add an arms order card from your drop zone. And while on rear guard it gets 5k power when it attacks, while your Vanguard is armed. Why do I feel like they will be giving Bavsagra a grade 1 destiny draw order card, where you discard an arms order card as cost? Sealed Blaze Shield Swayanba is a arms order card with a cost of 1 counter blast to place it on Bavsagra's left side. Once per turn while on Vanguard, your Bavsagra Vanguard gets 10k power when she's attacked. In short, this arms order card is a literal 10k shield every turn. Sealed Blaze Sword Pre-Thievy is a arms order card with a cost of 1 Soul Blast to place it on Bavsagra's right side. While on Vanguard armed to Bavsagra, she gets 10k power when she attacks. Then at the end of that battle you can pay 2 counter blast then place this armed order card to your drop zone if your opponent has 4 or less damage to deal 1 damage to your opponent. I wish this skill was given to Swayanba instead, so she can literally be Captain America. But I guess the art of throwing your sword to your opponent's face for maximum damage is too mainstream. Sealed Blaze Maiden Bavsagra once per turn while on Vanguard lets you soul charge 1 card when she's armed, then call 1 grade 1 unit from your drop zone. and also once per turn, while on Vanguard you can pay 2 Soul Blast when she's armed with 2 or more cards to retire all of your opponent's front row rear guards, and she gets an extra critical. So let me get this straight, on top of the armed cards she gets, she can also call units from the drop zone and nuke the opponent's front row, then gets rewarded with an extra crit. For the love of Messiah, please don't turn me into a Dragon Empire main. For those confused on how these armed order cards work, they are placed side by side to your Vanguard. Like if you were performing maximum summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! You thought I was going to compare it to Legion, weren't you? The first ever rank promo card for Vanguard 0 going into the G era is none other than Chrono Jet Dragon. Guess I'll be going full try hard in this game again. Finally, if you want new character skins for Vanguard 0 from now on, it seems that Bushiroad will now be charging players real money for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but considering there's a Japanese yen price tag on them, all evidence point toward a microtransaction model future. Damn it, berry indeed. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how all these restrictions will finally make you come back to play premium format again.